Okay, it's June 21st, 2013, first day of summer. Today I'm going to try to build an aluminum framework to help support the panels and the half cones so they don't flop around so much, and that will help me determine better the bulkhead size and shape for both the main bulkhead, which is also going to be the seat back, and then there's going to be a bulkhead somewhere behind the rear wheel. And then I'm going to have to build some framework up from the bike frame up to the aluminum frame that I'm going to build, that the carbon fiber panels and half cones are going to be attached to. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to pretty much do the measuring and drilling and stuff, you know, off video, and I'll maybe show parts when I kind of assemble it together. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get working on this. Okay, building this frame, I'm using the Cleco fasteners to hold it together. What I've done is taken my aluminum angle, since there's going to be a piece on the top and the bottom on each side, and I want it to be uniform. So what I'm doing is I put the two angles together to make like a T, clamp them together and onto the side panels. I'm drilling holes every 6 inches, you know, approximately 3/8 that way. I'm kind of using this piece of channel here as a guide to where, you know, how far this way I'm going to put the drill, and then I'm using the tape measure, of course, to measure out, you know, every 6 inches. Actually, I probably should have done it every 4 inches or 3 inches, but if I do it by 3 inches, which is really what I should do, I'll just come back and put another hole in between on final assembly, so that pop rivets will pull it evenly all the way down. So that's what I'm doing now. Now, measuring 6 inches from this point. Actually, I started an inch from the end, so it's every 6 inches plus 1. So this one's at 19 because it's 3 times 6 plus 1. Next one will be at 25. 25 inches. Okay, and I'm making sure my bottom piece is even with the top piece. Got that piece of wood underneath to help support it. Sure this didn't move. Okay, that's what I'm going to do, both sides. And then I need to do a piece of angle iron or angle aluminum this way to meet up with the other side. At the forward end it's going to be wide, and at the lower end it'll be close together. So that's what I'm doing now. And actually at the end, where the two pieces come to a point, I'm actually going to have it, come to a point on this channel, and then I can just pop rivet it together so the end would be secure. So that's what I'm doing now. I'll get this all done, and then I'll work on the width. I'm going to have to measure my bulkhead width and make sure that it fits it just in between there. So that's what I'm doing now. This thing will be, hopefully it'll be rigid, and with the front bulkhead in, the forward bulkhead. And then I'll have to take the bottom half cone off and figure out the arc of the upper cone, because I already have this length figured out. This is going to be the side, and then I just need to figure the arc of the cone, and I'll just make two straight lines this long, certain distance apart, and put that arc in there. Then I can pop rivet, or actually I'm going to use some machine screws to temporarily hold it all together until I get it all the parts made. And then the screws with the little nuts, I'll be able to take them off and work on the inside without the top cone in the way, until I get all the parts made. And then the final assembly will be with pop rivets and fiberglass. But the aluminum framework will stay inside. That'll help give it rigidity, plus mounting points where I can mount it to the frame of the bike. Plus it'll hold it better while I cut out the bottom cutout at the back for where the muffler is, and the wheel, and the driveline part of the swing arm on the left side. So once I get that cut out, I can put this over the bike and then rig up some temporary framework to figure out how high I want it off the frame, and then just start making framework to attach it. Then that part will be pretty much done, except for making the bucket in the storage area and closing that off so no water gets up inside. So that's next. Okay, I removed all the clecos, put the aluminum angle on the inside. Now I'm putting them back in. I left this one on here to help hold it until I got to it. After I get a few more of these in, I'll just undo that one, and then I'll just be probably after this one here. See them holes line up with that other piece. Lined up all the way. These just go right straight in. No problem. This is actually working pretty good. That one's a tight fit. Okay. Now we'll take a look at the inside. I gotta drill this one too, but see, now there's the angle that goes on the inside. Now when I finish this, I'm gonna pop rivet it, and then I don't know if I'll try to fill in that gap or if I may just put that wide red reflective tape on it just to cover it up. It won't be perfect, but it'll certainly be good enough. That turned out pretty nice, actually. And now it's a lot more stiff. It's not as floppy. Nice. And it'll even be better when I put pop rivets in between. It'll hold it even better. So maybe I might need stiffeners on the bottom part here. But this top is certainly rigid enough already. And then once I get the bulkhead in there, it'll be pretty solid. So now I gotta do the other side just like that. And the bottom. I don't think I'm gonna get this all done today. It took longer than what I thought, but it's progressing nicely though. So I had to wait because it was kind of hot out here, so I kind of worked in the shade of this little tree here. But it's cool now, and 12 minutes to 6 p.m. 5:48 p.m. so I probably got another 3 hours of daylight anyway. So I could probably get the other side done too today. Alright, well that's what I'm gonna do. Well, I think I've gotten about as far as I'm going to get today with this. I got all the angle aluminum in with the Cleco fasteners, and I closed up the rear end here. So all I need to do is make just a little, I take a piece of foam and then just cover it with fiberglass or carbon fiber, whatever. But actually this is probably going to get red reflective tape over most of it, so it's really not going to matter too much what it looks like. But it's neat and clean, nice finished end. So, whew, well, that was a bit of work. Tomorrow I gotta start putting the spacers here in the front. And then I got to bring the bike out and set the nose on it and start working on cutting out for the wheel and the muffler and the swing arm, the driveline side, so I can set it on the bike and then find out where I need to put support. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I'm done with this for now. Ran out of Clecos. I had to borrow some from here to put on the tail, but I wanted to get that end closed up tonight, so I won't have to fiddle with that anymore. So won't be long and this will be on the bike. I gotta finish making the nose, and I gotta add some more carbon fiber, fiberglass, whatever, to the nose to bring it up to where I'm gonna put a short little windscreen. And I'm gonna make sure my handlebars don't touch the nose part of the fairing. Otherwise, I'm going to have to try to do like Craig Vetter did, and make a turret so that the windshield turns with the handlebars. I'd rather not do that, but we'll see. But so far, it's looking pretty good. That's it for today.